Has anybody else ever wondered why we kiss under a plant that's a parasitic serial tree murderer? I mean, honestly, this thing could be on Greenpeace's most wanted list. Oh, and by the way, it's also responsible for the death of a nearly invincible Norse god. So this plant in question, mistletoe. Now, mistletoe only grows on trees. It can't survive on the ground. It does so by using these straw-like structures called haustorium that tap directly into the tree's water supply system. So then it makes its own food through photosynthesis, but it's using the tree's water for the process, so it's basically the plant equivalent of I'm between jobs. So in Norse mythology, mistletoe was the one thing that could kill Baldur, the golden son of Odin. And you might wonder, why mistletoe? It's a long story, but basically, Baldur dreamed of his own death. And his mother, Frigg, determined that he wasn't going to die, made everything in the world promise to never harm Baldur. Well, there was one little problem with her plan. She forgot about little old mistletoe. Well, Loki finds out, and Loki does what Loki always does in mythology, and poor Baldur ends up mistletoed to death. So it became a symbol of peace. You laid your weapons down underneath mistletoe. Somehow over the years, peace turns into romance, so smooching it up underneath this killer becomes a Christmas tradition. And while we're on the subject of horrible holiday plants, so this little beaut, holly, the first person that saw it probably thought, man, look at that red and green. It's perfect for Christmas. And then they grabbed it and realized what an error they had made. Because that plant is sharp. And then somebody behind them was like, oh, by the way, don't eat the berries. They're poisonous. Now this one is the poinsettia, or poinsettia if you're from where I'm from. And this one gets accused of being even nastier than that one. But the truth is, it's not. It actually hails from Central America. It is a tropical plant, but it is not poisonous. That comes from an old story dating back to 1919, where supposedly a child died from ingesting the leaves of a poinsettia. However, if you know anything about medicine in 1919, questionable at best. Honestly, it's mildly irritating if you eat it, so I'm not endorsing that you go out and start eating poinsettia leaves, but just know you're not going to die. Honestly, the poinsettia should be more upset with us. We drag this tropical plant to a murderous cold climate every December. So the next time you walk into somebody's house and it's completely decorated with Christmas plants, keep your guard up. You've entered a potentially hostile environment. Thanks for watching. As always, have a wonderful day and a Merry Christmas.